Transurfing is a potent reality management technique. Apply it and life will start to alter in the direction that you choose. When you employ transurfing, objectives are mostly realized rather than being attained. At first, it may seem difficult to believe. The concepts outlined in the book have already been supported by experience. Those who have engaged in transurfing report feeling a mixture of astonishment and excitement as the transurfer's reality mysteriously transforms in front of their very eyes. Although Vadim Zeland wasn't the first to propose many of the transurfing's concepts, his book is nevertheless fantastic and offers readers a fresh perspective in the world. Before reading, it's crucial to realize that transurfing is not a cure-all for every problem. When used wisely, transurfing has the potential to be a very potent weapon for reshaping reality and making desires come true. I'll focus on the guiding principles of transurfing. Number 1. The variational space. The idea of reality outlined in transurfing holds that there are an endless number of versions and manifestations of reality around the planet. It implies that the universe may be seen as an information structure containing an infinite variety of manifestations, each with its own set of circumstances and embellishments. The space of variation may be seen as a kind of tree with an endless number of branches and their interconnections, where each branch, henceforth referred to as a sector, symbolizes a specific potential variant. According to Zeland, our mind moves along the lines of life in the space of variations as an energy potential and manifests the variation that it is tuned to. Consequently, the first transurfing rule is the variance materializes as a result of mental energy being released. It implies that the lines and sectors of the space of variations that physically match to our ideas are transferred to us, our material reality, our destiny, by the thoughts that we convey covertly. According to transurfing, we are unable to alter the sector of the space of variations or the scenario of variation. However, by just altering the settings of our transmitter, our thoughts, we may select a different scenario and shift to a different variety. We only need to intentionally choose to have a happy life. We shouldn't battle for it. Number 2. Pendulums. According to transurfing, groups of individuals with similar thoughts produce invisible energy informational structures that have an immediate impact on our daily lives. Egregores or pendulums are the names given to them. Pendulum can be viewed as a type of thought condensate, the essence of a thing, concept, theory, group, ideology, or anything else with lovers, supporters, adherents, or zealots. Pendulums come in many different varieties. Pendulums might be national, business, familial, religious, or political. During a sizable public event such as a football game, a pendulum can be seen. Numerous tangible possessions that we cherish begin to sway, such as a new iPhone or money. Pendulums may govern those who built them once they exist. They are consciousnessless. Their only reason for being is to feed off the followers' energies. The power of the pendulum increases with the size of the following that supplies it with energy. If the number of followers falls, the movement loses its energy and fades. Due to their tendency to oppress and sap the vitality of their adherents, most pendulums are harmful. The pendulums of war, economic turmoil, and criminal gangs are clear instances of pendulums. A pendulum opposes its supporters against opposing factions. We are good and they are bad. In an aggressive attempt to either attract or repel or neutralize him, a pendulum criticizes everyone who didn't choose to follow him. The wave of fortune. Vadim Zeland asserts that there is no such thing as a positive pendulum. According to this line of thinking, a pendulum is not very creative if it draws power from its followers. Even though adherents or members benefit from it, he or she still needs to follow specific guidelines for the pendulum's operation. Once more, this confines the devotee with the energy structure's perimeter. However, there is a counterbalance to pendulums, and that is the wave of luck. According to Vadim Zeland, it is a situation where everything works out well for you. It is a collection of lucky lifelines for you specifically. The only option is to pick it because every imaginable life path already exists in the space of options. You can choose to be successful and happy at the same time, but you will still be constrained and influenced by what other people think. One needs independence and to stop being controlled by the past in order to be genuinely free. Reusing the past simply results in the creation of more history. If one allows oneself to be happy, good fortune cascades. By putting out negativity, you eliminate any chance of riding the wave of luck. You build your own utopia by spreading positivity. Number 4. Excess potential. In life, equilibrium is the norm. A prime illustration of such is the body. The body will automatically activate its defenses to address an imbalance if there are too many contaminants. When anything is given excessive performance, it has excess potential. As a result, reality is seen in an incorrect and biased manner, and counterbalancing forces will emerge to highlight the issues that may be resolved. Have you ever observed that whatever you give too much emphasis to seems to elude you? For instance, feeling unhappy or down on oneself will make it clearer where one is out of balance by creating additional hurdles. Anger will only bring forth worsening conditions. The answer is to stop giving significance to whatever is upsetting you. On the other side, pride causes the cosmos to smack you. The answer is to stop judging yourself and others and to develop your spiritual independence. When one idolizes someone or something, it frequently results in disappointment and eventually causes one to lose confidence in it. The remedy for this is unwavering love. Admiration without worship or the desire to possess is what it is, according to Vadim Zeland. To achieve balance, one must let go of every attachment and repulsion to excess. Balance requires awareness, which results in skillful sensation, thinking, and doing. It is to bring forth the most benefit in whatever circumstance. Number 5. Induced transition. Simply said, road rage doesn't just happen at random. It is the result of long-term storage of unresolved anger that manifests when it is sparked by outside factors. Similar to an induced transition, which is brought on by an unfavorable circumstance, a negative energy buildup that spirals out of control and leads to a personal hell. We cover our surroundings with our ideas and emotionally charged beliefs per the transurfing tenets. So when we don't feel good about ourselves, we moan about our problems and make them worse. The way it works is as follows. According to Vadim Zeland, you come up against circumstances that disappoint you, and so you express your dissatisfaction, which then aggravates the situation even more. Your discontent comes back to you like a triple force boomerang. We unwittingly draw bad things into our lives by ingesting unpleasant news or information. This makes us active participants in the nightmare rather than merely observers of our reality. These are the vortices of depression, pandemics, unemployment, and economic catastrophe. Negativity should not be avoided. When we are able to maintain our energy neutrality, we naturally show little interest in anything unpleasant. Number 6. The alternative flow. We dance with what is provided when there is no opposition. We worry, fret, and toil when there is hatred toward what is provided, which just intensifies the fight. Things become worse and nothing gets done when we are at odds with our experience. Unlearning resistance entails realizing the benefits of letting go, and we won't let go until we realize that trying to construct a new world out of worn-out, overworked bricks is futile. The heart senses and is aware. Though the process of socialization, the accumulation, unfavorable ideas, and life events, the conditioned mind has been trained to think in a particular manner. So it's important to learn to pay attention to your mental or spiritual state. Scared thoughts mirror a terrible mentality which produces fearful imagery. The inverse is also accurate. Therefore, the degree of inner calm one experiences is the optimum and best lifeline. It entails exercising caution without stress and making an effort without attaching excessive importance to anything. Fear drives our attempts to exert control over our external circumstances, not inner serenity. Thus, letting go of control paradoxically results in control. It is an internal state of imperturbability that is independent of how pleasant or painful circumstances on the outside are. Go out and grab a copy of the book if you haven't already. The link to this book is given in the description of this video. You'll gain a deeper understanding from all the stories and examples presented, and learn many things that are not covered in our summary. So that was it for today's video. If you enjoyed the summary and learned something new, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more educational and informative videos. See you at the next one. Till then, bye!